Hi, it's TK with the weekly words of encouragement. Most of us have social media accounts. As a matter of fact, you may be watching this video devotional from one of your accounts right now. As you peruse social media, have you ever seen any instances of hypocrisy? I would imagine your answer is a resounding yes. So for today's devotional, I want to address the problem of hypocrisy. The Merriam-Webster online dictionary offers one definition of hypocrisy: behavior that contradicts what one claims to believe or feel. So, for example, someone exhibits hypocrisy if they say all humans are created in the image of God, but then they treat another human poorly or express views that a fellow human isn't worthy of value or recognition. Another example of hypocrisy might be someone who professes that all sins are bad and against God, but then that same person downplays their own sin as not as bad as someone else's sin. Now, I can readily admit that I have displayed hypocrisy, but admitting my hypocrisy does not excuse it. That's why it's important for me to receive conviction and correction from God's Word. We see this conviction and correction in Jesus' Sermon on the Mount in Matthew chapter 7. And why worry about a speck in your friend's eye when you have a log in your own? How can you think of saying to your friend, "Let me help you get rid of that speck in your eye," when you can't see past the log in your own eye? Hypocrite. First, get rid of the log in your own eye. Then you will see well enough to deal with the speck in your friend's eye. That's Jesus reminding us about the problem of hypocrisy. One of my study Bibles reminds me, Jesus doesn't mean we should ignore wrongdoing, but we should not be so worried about others' sins that we overlook our own. We often rationalize our sins by pointing out the same mistakes in others. What kinds of specks in others' eyes are easiest for you to criticize? Remember your own logs when you feel like criticizing, and you may find that you have less to say. Wow, that's convicting. I should not overlook my own sins by focusing on the sins of others. Doing so is the definition of hypocrisy. And in his Bible commentary, Dr. Tony Evans points out, instead of being judgmental toward others, allow God's standard to be applied to your own life. If you're honest, you'll discover that you fall short. When you've addressed your own sin, you'll be more understanding, compassionate, and righteous in your assessments, and better able to help a brother address his own sin. Again, wow, such a great reminder that by addressing my own sin, I'll be in a better position to help someone else. In Matthew chapter 23, Jesus has some words for and about the religious leaders of that time. I encourage you to read the entire chapter, but I'm just going to highlight a few of the verses. Then Jesus said to the crowds and to his disciples, "The teachers of religious law and the Pharisees are the official interpreters of the law of Moses. So practice and obey whatever they tell you, but don't follow their example, for they don't practice what they teach." And then in verses 25 through 26, "What sorrow awaits you, teachers of religious law, and you Pharisees, hypocrites, for you are so careful to clean the outside of the cup and the dish, but inside you are filthy, full of greed and self-indulgence. You blind Pharisee, first wash the inside of the cup and dish, and then the outside will become clean as well." Jesus identified the hypocrisy of the religious leaders, including the Pharisees. And if you read chapter 23 and other stories where Jesus is speaking, he uses the word hypocrite a lot when referring to the religious leaders and the Pharisees. My study Bible offers some perspective. Jesus condemned the Pharisees and religious leaders for outwardly appearing upright and holy, but inwardly remaining full of corruption and greed. Living our Christianity merely as a show for others is like washing only the outside of a cup. When we are clean on the inside, our cleanliness on the outside won't be a sham. And Dr. Tony Evans teaches us in his Bible commentary, be warned, when your chief concern is being seen and accepted by men, you'll concentrate on making a good outward impression while ignoring the corruption inside of you. But if you seek to please God above all by cleansing the dirt from your heart, clean actions will follow. This means your hypocritical nature will be cleaned as you focus on pleasing God. So what does all of this mean for us? Others are watching us. As believers in Jesus Christ, they're seeing our hypocrisy and they may be turned off to Jesus and his gospel because of us. And that's a problem. The credibility of the gospel is at stake. So I encourage you and me to take some time to address the log in our own eyes before we try to help our brother and sister with the speck in their eyes. Let's not be like the religious leaders who only clean the outside. Let's get our hearts, minds, and spirits cleaned so we can be better examples to those who are seeking Christ and seeking salvation through Jesus. I pray you have a blessed week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.